Hello again, always smiling citizens of UK. It's me again. And who is me, you might ask? Because last time was my first vlog, and I was mostly nervous, mostly. But also my English not so good, and I realized I failed to mention my name and other basic English introductions. And I said some things completely off the top of head, and making vlog a bit confusing. Yes. However, you're happy to know that I can use YouTube to improve my English and learn much about the culture here. Yes, it's much different from my village back in Russia, the village of Budka. In fact, the same village where Boris was born. Boris who, you ask? Why, of course, Boris Yeltsin. Who else? But also the Boris that is me. Yes, my name is Boris also. So let's see now. Some memories. Some memories of my village back home in Russia, Budka. Me and my comrades spent many hours together, drinking vodka. Might sound cliched, but it's what happened. And we all trained to be snipers. We train with Kalashnikovs, not the best type of sniper because it fired all over the place, but it's what we had, so we used that. And my wife was getting a little bit sick of this lifestyle, so she told me to get out, and I did, out of the country. And so here I am. Also, I think the government wasn't happy I was there. See, Russia has a very good quality education system and near 100% literacy rate. And the reason it's only near 100% is because people like me were there and basically I cannot read. What else? I didn't really like my wife's cooking. She kind of... I ended up being vegetarian, but against my will. The only meat I ever got to eat was horse. And I find this is not a meat I can get in Tesco's. And it is also not socially acceptable, I think, to eat horse in a burger in public. So I stick to vegetarian sausages and vegetarian mock horse as well. It is not as good, but it reminds me of home. One of the worst moments for my wife that almost gave her cardiac arrest and want her to really, she want divorce after this. Me and my friend Petrov get very drunk and see if we can snipe doorbell and get wife to come out and see nobody there, and she's be like, who's ringing my doorbell? And there's no one there. And a bit like knocking on the door and running away, except we are several hundred feet away in a water tower. Not in a water tower, because my village doesn't have a water tower, but something like that. It was actually a small hill, but for the sake of the story, let's say a water tower, because I like to snipe from them when I find them. And we ended up shooting through the wall, and the bullet went into her hip, and she wasn't very happy about this. And I was like, look, lady, what's the problem? It will come out, it's a flesh wound. And she was not agreeing with me. So she said, goodbye, and not for the first time, of course, but eventually it was a final goodbye, and that is why I'm here now. What the bloody hell is this? My mouse does not work too well on my sock. Oh yes. I'm not even quite sure if it's yet legal for me to work in this country, but I've been looking for a job, and I must say it's quite difficult because I find a lot of Polish people have come and they have the job. They take the jobs, and there's none left for me. I am good. What am I good? I'm a good sniper. If anybody needs that, yes, I could shoot a potato from 400 feet. Yes. Yes, potato. I can snipe a potato from 400 feet. Yeah. Sniper my potato. What's the problem? Low battery. Typical. I have much more time now to just relax, because now the camera is on charge. So what will I like to see? See, I'll let you in a little secret. Me and Petrov, we had this little organization going on. It's a little thing, a little underground thing that we're trying to find out government secrets. And I thought it would be interesting to try that out here. So let me show you something. I have a little special place set up here. It's see, I have many monitors here that are searching for that is one of my key terrorist friends here. Did I say terrorist? I meant freedom fighter. And we're seeing what we can find here. Anyway, if I mean, this is what needs to be done. If I oh cry, what the hell? If I can't get a job anywhere else, this camera is out of control. Okay. Yes. You know, earlier in the week, a Ned comes up to me and says, "Here, mate, can you give me a quid for the bus?" And I think, you know, if it was me, I would walk. I mean, I used to walk from my village 300 miles to get some peace and quiet for my wife. And so I said, no, you cannot have a quid, which I'm not exactly sure how much this is, because I never heard of this currency exchange, quids. And well, he wasn't very happy. Neither of us were happy in this situation, but I think a fight was avoided because I could have killed him 5 different ways. Yeah. Well, that's all for my vlog for today, I think. In the words of Mr. Bragdon, schnackana schnack schnuck schnook schnack schnackana quacker. Goodbye.